Hello, everybody. Y'all, it's so hot out here, but it feels so good. I'm soaking in the sun. I'm catching in this sweat. Okay, and we're also going to be talking about attracting love during isolation, during solitude. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Azami, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Guys, listen. I have a TikTok that I made today about deconditioning your brain so that you know how to receive love the correct way that it's supposed to be received and not the way that you were taught for it to be received, if you know what I mean. And I wanted to talk to y'all real quick because I spent about 3 months in isolation. And to y'all, it might not be a lot, but I was coming from my freshman year of college and I was surrounded by people consistently. So spending that time alone, not really talking to anybody and connecting with myself, also healing myself off of a traumatic experience with another being, I really had some time to reconnect and love myself because I spent a lot of my life wanting and feeding for love from an external source. When it was time for me to be in my solitude that I craved, but also broke me down in a way, I only craved for love from within, from love through the source. And I access my love and my relationship with source through love for myself. Because mind you, this source energy, it exists and resonates within. So I'm gonna play this TikTok for you and we're gonna talk about attracting love during isolation some more.
The way that we've always viewed love to be has been a mental game. Instead of leading with love from the heart, we've had to figure out love from the mind. But the thing about love is that love is not a mental game. It's an intuition game. To be mindful is to be careful of what your mind is consuming, what your mind is putting out, and what your mind is thinking about. And the thing about our mind is that our mind is a little bit slower than our intuition. Our intuition is like this. Our intuition also is representative of our God energy within. And the thing about the God energy that we possess within is that God resonates on a love frequency. We don't have to think too much about our intuition. It's there. We know. With our mind, we play games. The way that you've known love to be is to play games. You've known narcissism, you've known toxicity, you've known abuse, or at least me personally. And because of that, it seems like you've always had to play a game in order to feel wanted, to feel like you deserve love, to feel seen, to feel heard. You had to play a game. The game probably consists of people pleasing, probably consists of a roller coaster of emotions that you haven't figured out yet or even tapped into. You just subconsciously always played that game because of how you grew into what love was taught to you. And that's where a lot of people get love wrong at. You don't have to think too much about it. You know, you feel it. It's intuitive. It comes from the heart. You flow with it. And no, that's not to say that being in a relationship with a partner is completely easy, but it's easy because you guys can work things out because of the extent to which you love that person. When you have a child or a baby, or when it comes to your parents, it doesn't matter what they do. You love them unconditionally because your love has no conditions, because you just know what you feel for them and how you feel for them, and you know that person. You know that person because you love them, and you love them intuitively without even thinking about it. But when you tap in into that God energy inside of you, that intuitive energy, that heart space, that is when you are able to fully love yourself truly. Because now, no matter what you do, your love has no conditions. You don't love yourself conditionally. You love yourself unconditionally. No matter what mistakes you make, no matter what situation you put yourself through, you still love yourself always. And there's no manipulation and no manipulative tactics in order to earn your love. You don't have to earn your own love. It's there. It was placed there. You are here and you are love. And when you become love, then it's not hard to attract it.
So guys, when I was in isolation, I was going through a lot. I was going through a traumatic heartbreak. I was going through health problems, finding myself, not really knowing where to go or what to do with my life, wanting to pursue my art dreams, but also wanting to pursue a college dream. So I was going through a lot and I was at war with myself and at war in my mind. And I wanted nothing to do with anybody. All I wanted to do was find love within, because I realized and I took a step back and I was like, am I vibrating high? I'm in so much confusion. Am I resonating right now? Is my frequency resonating on love? And I had to talk with somebody, because after that traumatic experience with that being, this person told me, they was like, you know, how do you know that you love this person when you don't know what love is? Because all you know love to be is narcissism, trauma, abuse. And so the way that I was receiving love, or seemingly receiving love from this being, was I was comparing them to the sources and spaces of love that I felt before, seemingly. And I was playing mental games in my mind and trying to figure out and trying to earn and feel like I deserve their love. The thing about love is that you don't have to deserve love, people will just love you. I had to come to that realization that, wow, the way that I've known love to be all my life is not actually what love is. Because these people that have loved me didn't really have a connection to themselves. They didn't really love themselves, and they passed that down to me. And I have to learn how to love myself if I want to learn how to love others, if I want to be a good friend, if I want to be a good girlfriend, wife, mama. It trickled down to that. And it took time. It took me time in my own space to recognize what love is supposed to be and love myself in all the ways that nobody ever has and probably nobody ever will. And then I met my counterpart, my other half, and we formed a divine union. And it was out of nowhere. It was so unexpected because I was radically in love with myself. I romanticized everything about my life. I romanticized going to work. I romanticized fasting. I romanticized journaling, meditating. I fell in love with everything, every single aspect of my life. And even though I hated working, I still enjoyed the essence of just being, just existing, and just being able to do that. Being able to obtain money so I can acquire the materials that I want. And nobody was really in my way and stopping me. I was a force to be reckoned with. And now that I have love for myself and I have love to share with a divine counterpart and a couple of friends, it's like I'm really a force, like I'm really unstoppable. And so the way that you attract love in this lifetime is you got to decondition your mind. You got to really take a step back and get in touch with that inner child that was abused and had to really play mental games in order to receive love, whether it be through people pleasing, whether it be through manipulation, whether it be through emotions that haven't been resolved yet. You know, you have to get in touch with that person. In order to get in touch with that person, that child, that kid, is to be present with yourself. Bro, my thing cut out because my phone overheated and my audio cut out. So it's hot out here, y'all. It's hot. But yeah, in order to get in touch with that inner kid, that inner child, you have to be energetically and emotionally sensitive. You cannot and must not push any of these emotions that you are feeling down, pushing them down, garnering a certain type of disdain and resentment for your own self. Because the more you push these emotions down, the less love you have for yourself. And to be emotionally numb is to neglect your mind state and to neglect your mental. You would neglect your mental, you neglect your mind state, you neglect your emotions. Your emotions are a state of mind, they're a state of being. So ultimately, when you neglect these, you're neglecting your state of mind, you're neglecting your state of being. But to be present and feel those and cry it out, or, just honestly embracing the essence of humanity, of being an organic being in this lifetime is a beautiful thing. And honestly, that's all your inner child ever wanted to do. And to be that way, like you would let somebody that you love a lot cry in your arms with no judgment, um, with care and support. You would be a shoulder to lean on. So you need to be your own shoulder to lean on. To love yourself radically is to be love. To love yourself radically is to love God, to love the Most High, to love the universe, to love Source. And the way that you can attract love is to be that love. And the love is not always, it doesn't always mean attracting love through a partner, but attracting love so that you can acquire everything that you want and need in this lifetime. Attracting love from Source, attracting love from a friend, attracting love from nature. Guys, solitude, it's a struggle when you're not used to it. But when you get used to it and you allow it to break you down to fine pieces and you pick yourself back up on your own, that's when you really get an idea of who you are. And it allows you to truly love yourself in the best way possible. So I hope this helped, guys. Guys, I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for 800 subscribers. I can't even believe it, bruh. There were times where I just did not and could not and felt like I was not seen and I felt overlooked. And now it's like 800 people are looking at me. 800 people are looking at me. And man, like, I might not get appreciation from people that have known me for a while, but I get appreciation from people that just met me and see me. And I love this. I love to feel seen. I love to feel heard. And it feels like I can finally allow my light to shine. No more dimming. Okay, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Okay, but thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys and have a great day. Bye.
I've been in my happy thoughts and I just really haven't had time.